Saturday is one of Bucky's biggest home games of the year, but unless you are at Camp Randall, you cannot watch homecoming football without subscribing to Peacock.
It's the latest in streaming taking over certain sports, and as Armand Rahman found out, a growing headache for some local establishments. Armand?
Yeah, guys, this is all part of the Big Ten Conference's new media rights deal through 2030. It's estimated to bring $7 to $8 billion for Big Ten schools, but bar managers tell me if they can't figure out how they can show these games fast enough, they'll lose a lot of cash.
We were scrambling.
Jessie Fields is the manager at Echo Tap and Grill on Main Street. She only had a week to figure out how to show the Badgers' homecoming game Saturday.
Just talking to Peacock has kind of been a hassle.
The owner of the bar contacted the streamer and was quoted $200 for a license. Peacock sent them some equipment, but it wasn't just plug in and play for some of their TVs.
So we installed 19 TVs in the last 3 days. Just kind of getting login information. I think that Peacock is probably inundated because we're having trouble getting a hold of anybody that can help us with any of that.
Saturday can only work out two ways. Best case,
We can get the game on the TV screen.
or worst.
We would lose a ton of money. That's probably a third of our sales for the entire day, and this is one of our busiest days of the year.
The homecoming game is just one of dozens that will only be on Peacock.
It's the wave of the future. There's no question about it.
But media experts say up until now, the rights to most network streaming services have been a part of what bars, restaurants, and other establishments pay for.
Peacock seems to be one of those, that they haven't been folded into that yet. It's a wave of the future, and there might be a few kind of uneasy spots along the way, but it'll all work out, I'm confident.
The manager of Lucky's on Regent Street agrees.
I would say in this industry, you're always adapting to different changes.
They switched their whole system to digital streaming last summer.
It took almost a full year for us to really flip everything over. Trying to get some more of that soccer crowd, especially because a lot of those games are on those streaming services.
But Fields says she just wants to be there for her Badger fans out for homecoming.
If we get to the point where it's not on the screens, I am going to tell my customers that I did everything humanly possible. I think it's going to be a huge disappointment.
And as part of the Big Ten Peacock agreement, 8 football games, 47 men's basketball games, and 30 women's basketball games will air exclusively on Peacock. Subscriptions start at $5.99 with student discounts available.